Alright, so we're going to work on the glutes today, and we're going to do some exercises that everybody at home can just do on the floor in the house. So Lauren, I want you to down on the mat here, and you're going to have a seat. You're going to lay on your back, and I want you to have your knees bent to about 90 degrees, so right there. Hands are going to be on your side where you have them right now. And so this exercise is going to be great for people that are beginning, but also can be really good for core and for glute activation for somebody that's been exercising for a while. But it's really going to get the hips firing up to where we want them to fire. Okay, and so we'll do a couple of versions of this. So we're going to start off with a single leg version. So what Lauren's going to do is she's going to extend her leg, one of her legs, either one. She wants to first up towards the ceiling. So it's going to be really tight here. You want to have it about even with this other leg. Okay. From here, she's going to keep her hands to the side. She's going to press into her heel on the foot that's down and lift her hips up by squeezing really tight, squeezing her glutes really tight. So go ahead and press your hip up, and you're going to hold right there, and you're going to hold for about 15 seconds, okay? So while she's doing this, she's really braced, and she has that glute tight. Now, if you don't know, are my glutes firing? Is my butt working right? You can kind of give yourself a little punch underneath there and really feel if it's tight or not, and good, go ahead and relax. Okay, so that was about 15 seconds, and so what we could have Lauren do is 15 seconds rest, 15 seconds rest, 15 seconds rest, switch legs, or you can alternate legs. Now for some people, even this may be too hard with single legs, so we'd go down to both legs. And so Lauren's going to press both heels into the ground, lift the hips up, she's going to brace the abs, pull the belly button in a little bit, and want to make sure that this doesn't turn into a reverse crunch. We want the activation coming from the glutes, so again, she can kind of punch herself in the rear end if she wants to see if everything's firing, right? It should be rock hard, right? So that's what we're going for. And with both legs, she would hold for maybe 30 seconds or so and work her way up, okay? So go down. What y'all can't see that Lauren can feel are those glutes firing and that burn starting to happen.
You feel the burn.
Those muscles starting to fatigue out, right? Okay, so the second we're going to do is going to be called Superman. Okay, so you're going to roll over. She's going to start off face down. I'm going to have her put her hands by her side, thumbs down, and then kind of out like she's on the Titanic, right? So out a little bit and have the thumbs down right there. Okay, and so the two Hughes and the two places I'm going to want her to squeeze, again, are going to be her glutes. So she's going to pinch them, which is going to lift the legs off. Then she's going to pinch between the shoulder blades, right? She's going to pull the shoulder blades down and back. That's going to do a couple of things, right? That's going to lift her chest off the ground, but it's also going to help fire up all those muscles that give us good posture and lift us up into a good posture. Because everybody shrugs and rounds all day at the office or on the couch. And so as Lauren's pinching here, she's offsetting some of that. She's really tight here, she's squeezing her glutes, and then her abs are braced. So a lot of people don't brace the abs, they pinch the low back. We don't want to pinch back here, we want to brace the abs, and that's going to light up the low back and fire that up as well. So really pinch those shoulder blades, pinch your glutes. And again, you guys can't see how hard Lauren's working to hold this position here and hold herself off the floor as she's squeezing. She's working really hard. Go ahead and relax more. Okay? So you would get to where you're lifting up further and further by squeezing the glutes and by squeezing those shoulder blades together. Start off with 15 seconds, work your way up to 15 or to 30, 45, even a minute there. As long as you really maintain proper position, you maintain firing on the shoulder blades. So can you feel that as you're holding it?
You can feel it.
All right, so now we'll go a second position on this. Take the arms up into a Y over your head, like YMCA Y, right? Arms are up overhead. Head's going to be nice and neutral. And again, I'm going to pinch the shoulder blades down and back. Try to lift the chest off a little bit, brace the abs, and then squeeze your glutes, squeeze your butt, and lift that up. And you want to try to get the arms even further back. So think about holding your arms back, and then head down. Hold that, so bring that other arm up. Right, squeezing those shoulders. So again, this is going to hit the shoulders too, and the glutes. So we're working core as it connects. Okay, so great position here. Brace the abs. Keep holding for another 5 seconds. And good, relax. All right, good. So again, that's an isometric contraction. She's holding a position, fighting against gravity that wants to pull her down to the ground. Okay, so next one we're going to do is an active movement. So we're going to come up. Your core and glutes should be pretty fired up now. And what we're going to do is we're going to do air squats. Okay, so with the air squats, here's what I want you to do. We're going to use a ball to give you a point to go down to. Right, it's going to make it really easy to know if you're going low enough or not. You want to get your hips down to about where your knees are, about 90 degrees. And so go ahead and stand in front of the ball. You're going to have your feet about shoulder width, maybe a tiny bit wider than that. turn those knees and toes out just a tiny bit, maybe 30 degrees. Okay? Now, as you go down, you're going to pull your hips back, sit back on your heels, take your arms out, and press your knees out as you go out. So when I press the knees out, she's going to lock in her hips and fire her glutes up. She's sitting back in the heels, so make sure she can wiggle her toes. Can you wiggle your toes a little bit? And then press up out. Okay? So that would be a basic air squat, but here's the catch we're going to throw in for this exercise to make it fun. We're going to do bottom-to-bottom squats, and you're going to hold. Okay? So we're going to go 10 seconds of air squats, up and down, trying to go to the ball.
Okay.
And then we're going to do 10 seconds of a hold with the ball. Okay? It's a lot of fun, and you'll feel even more than the stuff on the ground. Okay? So let's go 10 seconds. Squatting up and down, ready, and go. So as she's going up and down, she's pulling her hips back. She's keeping the arms and chest up, keeping the abs braced. Again, it's not just for the legs. Everything's interconnected, so we're going to maintain that connection with everything working together. And good hold at the bottom, so go all the way to the bottom. And hold, weight in your heels, arms are up. Wiggle those toes. So here's where that posture comes in from our Superman. She squeeze her arms up, keep the chest up, and good. And then going back up and down. 10 more seconds. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Up and down.
Killer.
Pressing the knees out as you go down. You sit back in the heels. And when you come up, remember, bring your hips all the way forward as you come up, bring them all the way through. Yeah, there you go. So it's a good finish there. And good hold. Last one here. So again, she's holding that position. She can wiggle her toes. She got her arms up. Her abs are braced. And everything on her lower half right now is probably on fire. And then come all the way up. Yeah. So those are just 3 simple exercises. You can do at home. You need a mat, carpet. You don't have to have a ball, but maybe somewhere where you can see how low you're going and look into a mirror. And again, those are going to be basic exercises to fire up the hips and the core so that you can keep good posture and maintain safety while you're doing something like an air squat or picking your kid up